Owning a home is the American dream. I love my job because I get to help people buy, sell, and improve that American dream. Follow me this week as we explore exciting new trends in Utah's real estate. So we've had such hot temperatures lately. What I've been doing is taking the kids to the swimming pool instead of bringing them to the office so they can enjoy their summer. And then, of course, when I get off, I just go pick them up.
This is a very unique custom pool. It's for a single dad and he has one son. We built it to where there's a huge kiddie area. It's got mosaics, it's got umbrella anchors, so you can put an anchor in the kiddie area and kind of hang out underneath there. It's got a bench that basically goes around the entire pool, so when the kids go off the waterfall or go off the slide, they can get on the bench and just walk right out. For the dad, he loves sitting in the hot tub. He loves having privacy, so we built a grotto around the hot tub. We've made the water feature to where there's different levels, so little kids can jump off, or adults can get up on the top and jump off. It's just a very fun, very custom pool.
With the new technology and heating and maintaining pools are becoming much more popular in Utah. A lot of people think you have to go to Phoenix or Vegas, but there's nothing better than a Utah sunset in your own pool.
Okay, Darren, for this property, we're going to be headed on down to Pepperwood and Sandy. And of course, Pepperwood is one of the nicest subdivisions in all of Salt Lake. It's a gated community. It's got a really nice HOA that's got pools and stuff. One of the things I really love about this area is how many beautiful trees they have, and the landscape, the topography of this particular subdivision is just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it looks very eastern.
Yeah,
actually.
right?
Yeah, lush, beautiful.
Yeah, and these houses, some of them have been in there for a while. This particular home was built in 1978, and so a lot of people have gone in there and remodeled these homes. And you've got some newer homes that are going on there, and you've got some ones that have been decked out and remodeled. And this is a great example of one that's gone through, and they've done some just absolutely beautiful remodeling. Look at that kitchen.
Yeah, it looks brand new.
Yeah, this is up to standard with the brand new construction plus. I mean, the type of quality of work that they put into this house. They didn't remodel to sell this. They remodeled this thing to live in it, obviously, because they spent a ton of money. Beautiful woodwork, and I really like the accents and all the stuff they put into this.
Yeah, I love that tray ceiling.
Yeah, really cool,
Super
huh?
Cool, yeah.
Yeah. Real popular, that glass block there that you see behind the range is real popular right now.
Nice woodwork on the cabinetry there and the hood.
Yeah. They really, as you can see, this would fit a huge family. I bet you could probably have 20 people over for dinner at this house if you wanted to.
Well, I noticed there was 2 islands.
Yeah, 2 islands. Then they have that huge table as well.
Yeah.
And boy, it's just whenever you're remodeling a house, the majority of the money goes into a kitchen. Kitchen's one of the most expensive things to remodel.
Right.
And you can see by the size of that kitchen, how they remodeled it, that must have cost a lot of money. And going here into the master bath here, and they really put a lot of money just right where you want to do it. Kitchen, master,
That's right.
master bath. Take a look at that new closet that they added in. They must have remodeled it. That must have been another bedroom or something, because it's absolutely huge.
Yeah. I love the idea of another island there with the cabinetry in the closet.
Yeah, it's kind of
Pretty cool idea.
Yeah, it's great. Of course, plantation shutters throughout. Big office, just what you got to have for a house like this. On a house like this, though, you're really buying this neighborhood. They've decked it out, obviously, but the location there in Pepperwood up in Sandy is just, like I said, it's gated. It's just absolutely beautiful. The neighbors, the HOA. Take a look at this backyard. Does this almost look like your own park?
Yeah, it does. In fact, it doesn't even look like you're in Utah.
No. It's spectacular. They've got a nice little outside living area. They've got this real nice waterfall, and they obviously must do a lot of work on their landscaping, because it's just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. I love how you have that covered porch in the backyard there. It gives you access to all the views regardless of the weather.
Yeah, it's great. And this one's situated right up next to the mountains. We're going to kind of do a flyby here in just a minute, because I thought it was really important to kind of get an idea of where you're sitting in this particular neighborhood. There's the pool there with the HOA, which is very, very nice.
Conveniently located.
Yeah. There's a look. So you're on just about a half an acre here at 0.52 acres. And there you go. Take a look at the mountains, how close you are, and just absolutely spectacular property. I think it's a steal of a deal at $819,000.
They say on camera, I'm a little stiff, but I insisted that I be the one to tell you about the world's finest, safest garage door, the Martin Door, available at your nearest door, lumber, or hardware company. Tell them Dave Martin sent you. Now what's stiff about that?
Here at Real Estate Essentials, we love to support local business, and we love nothing more than local business that's had international success. And Martin Garage Doors is one of those. So the next time you're looking to buy garage doors, buy local, buy the best, buy Martin Garage Doors.
Amsco Windows was founded in Utah over 65 years ago. Our 535,000 square foot facility is one of the largest vinyl window plants in the country. We provide more windows in the state of Utah than all other manufacturers combined, and with Amsco, your design potential is limitless. At Amsco, we understand that quality, service, on-time delivery, and pleasing the customer are vital to our success. Amsco Windows, make your home a masterpiece.
It used to be that credit was used primarily to assess risk, and lower credit scores paid higher rates and with less favorable terms. These days, credit is used in a myriad of ways. Consider employment. Some employers consider low scores to mean less discipline and potential future disloyalty. That's why credit education is more important today than ever before.
The 4th of July is the best time of year. I love celebrating the independence of the greatest country on earth. Now, usually I bring you a tip or a trick that may or may not be useful to you, but today I wanted to get just a little bit more personal. There are countless Utahns that have served this great country, and my grandpa, Von Atkinson, was one of those. He served as a foot soldier in World War II in Germany. Now, Grandpa lived most of his life in Sandy, Utah, where he raised his family, He worked his little farm there. At the same time, he was actually working out at Kennecott Copper. But when he was a young man, he was called away to serve in Germany, leaving his wife and young daughter behind. Now, I've got a lot of great memories of Grandpa. You know, we went fishing in the Uintas. You know, I worked on his little farm. Gosh, I even milked goats with him, of all things. But there was one memory I have of him that I truly cherish. One night, as a young teenager, he sat down with me and shared with me a lot of his stories of what it was like to be a foot soldier in Germany during World War II. Unfortunately, I had a tape recorder with me when he was telling me the time that his small infantry of about 150 soldiers met up with a large German army.
Grandpa worked in his, was in an outfit that we had big guns that was pulled by a truck. And they would move us at night. We'd set up position at night, we'd stay there during the day, then we'd move again during the night, see? So the enemy wouldn't be able to see us moving. And so we moved this one night, and it was so late when we got there, we just rolled out our sleeping bag on the ground and around this house and so forth. And the next morning I woke up and I happened to look. Coming down the road about a half mile away was rows and rows of German soldiers. And I thought, boy, we've had it, because I figured there must have been 2,000 soldiers coming. There's only about 120 or 130 in our outfit. So I thought we'd had it. And here they were coming. So I went in and I woke up the captain. I said, Captain, you better come look. I said, there's German soldiers coming down the road, and there's a lot of them, more than we are. And so he came out and he looked, and then he took his field glasses and he looked. And he says, Sarge, he says, don't need to worry. He says, they're all waving, there's white flags in them. They're coming to surrender. And they were. They were coming down out of the mountains there in Austria to surrender.
Grandpa served in the 71st Infantry Division there in Germany, and a close friend of mine actually was able to get a helmet from World War II, and he restored it with the 71st Division Infantry insignia there on the side. And so this piece means a lot to me. It could have looked exactly like what my grandpa wore back then. But I do want to just say thank you to everybody that has served this great country, and I hope that you remember all the sacrifices that have been given in our behalf. Have a great 4th of July.
So continuing our look at the Utah County Parade of Home, I've got Matt Yates here with the Highland Custom Homes. Matt, thanks for taking a minute with us.
You bet. Thanks, Jay.
Okay, so spectacular home that you built here. Now, I know with the Parade of Homes, oftentimes you're doing a spec home, which would be for, you know, just kind of the style and design put in the parade. And then sometimes you're doing one that's actually designed for somebody or a homeowner. What was the case in this one?
Yeah, this home was designed for a particular family that we worked with on the home. They wanted both kind of a craftsman style and bring in a contemporary mountain style with the timbers in the front and the red clad windows. A beautiful home.
Yeah, so I can see that because you got those red windows on the exterior. You've got these big bold beams in here, but you still got the craftsman style with those light tone walls and the white casing, which is beautiful. So headed into the kitchen, tell me a little bit about what they had in mind.
Yeah, this is a beautiful functional kitchen with all stainless steel appliances. They have a larger family, so they wanted the conveniences of a double fridge without the cost of Sub-Zero. And so we were able to implement that in the home, as well as a large walk-in pantry, Unique feature of the pantry is there is a hidden door from the garage where they can bring in the heavier items from the grocery store and sneak it through the pantry.
That's great. So they don't have to go around. They don't have to lift up those water bottles, go all the way in through the door. They just open that up and just pass right through.
Absolutely.
That's a great feature.
Yeah, another neat feature about the kitchen as well is that the windows above the sink are actually pass-through windows. And you can raise those 3 windows and pass through your barbecue and food items right onto the back deck as you're entertaining with other people in the backyard.
That's a great feature. I love that. Okay, so set it in. This is the master then?
This is the master bedroom, and the homeowners were particular on this home. They wanted a kind of a spa-like feel to the house and their retreat there. They actually have a built-in day bed here, so when the kids come in at night and want to jump into bed, they have a place outside of the bed that the kids could jump into. So our finished carpenter built that in along with the desk. We have the stained blue pine for that spa-like feel on the ceilings, as well as it carries through into the master bathroom.
That's great. Yeah, it turned out wonderfully. So headed in here to the master bath. Tell me a little bit about this one.
Yeah, we continued with that same spa-like feel with the river rock as the tile underneath the cabinets. We have the granite and the marble around the master tub into a full large walk-in shower. A unique feature about the master bedroom is also there's a door that leads out to a sunken hot tub in the backyard directly off of the master bedroom suite.
Well, that's great. That way, if they're in the hot tub, they don't have to go back through the house, and they can just come right in and shower. That's a great idea. And so this is the front room, right?
This is the front room, the gathering place right off the front door. Unique things about this home that we enjoyed building with the homeowner was all the finish work and detail in the home. Upstairs here in the guest bedroom is actually a hidden room. It's from the TV series Doctor Who, the English series, and there's a hidden phone booth that you pass through to get into the private guest quarters, as well as the homeowner actually made some of the furniture that was unique to that TV series.
That's really awesome. That's a great work. That's what we love about Parade of Homes, right? Because they can just get so creative and just do really cool stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay, so down here in this basement kitchen, tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah, this is a home theater entertaining area. There's a unique 50s kitchen that we put down there with 50 appliances. And she's a cake decorator by profession, so she wanted her own little place that she could actually bring her clients in and entertain and do their work there in the basement as the kids watch the home theater.
Well, you guys did a tremendous job on this home. So obviously on the backyard, it decks out just the way it should. So tell me, if somebody wanted to contact you and wanted to talk about building, how would they reach you?
Either HighlandCustomHomes.com or you can call us at 801-787-5401.
Beener Marble and Granite has been locally owned and operated since 1960, providing all of your granite needs from high-end luxury all the way down to half-priced granite. Come on in, use our team, and let us transform your home with affordable, luxurious countertops here at Beener Marble and Half-Priced Granite.
Hard and no one likes to do it. It should be an adventure, and we here at Wasatch Moving Company make it one. We are that extra bit of help that everyone needs. Let us take the stress out of moving for you with our excellent and careful staff and our flat rate affordable pricing. Call Wasatch Moving Company today, the official movers of Real Estate Essentials with Jay Deere on ABC.
A Better Clean, based in Salt Lake City. Fast, free, in-home quotes done by experienced professionals with uncompromised quality. We take pride in the service we provide. We have products safe and eco-friendly. We exceed every expectation, so give us a call today.
Jay Deere here. Do you want to sell your home faster and for more money? We do what other realtors do, but get this. Being ABC4 Utah's real estate specialist gives me the opportunity to give your home maximum exposure. List with the J. Deere team, and your home will be featured on its own TV commercial, as well as get a full motion video tour by my professional camera crew, with me personally talking about the selling features of your home linked to the multiple listing service. And with the power of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, it's automatically added to 40,000 websites and put onto the International Relocation Database. If you want to sell your house faster and for more money, then list it with me and see it on TV.
So Jay, our listing in Highland, we have this big massive home and it's basically empty. And I've been considering getting a staging person to come in. What's your thoughts on filling that house up with staging? Do you think it's a benefit or?
Absolutely, yeah, because a lot of buyers, when they walk into houses, they can't quite see the end product. And so when you have a stager come in and lay it out, this is a size couch, these are the colors that would match. And you know, they tend to be very trendy colors of what's going on right now. People just naturally fall in love with it and they can understand the space a lot better.
So it updates it a little bit too?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because a vacant home, you kind of smell a little bit of desperation. Like somebody's making that house payment.
Yeah.
You know? But if somebody's got it decorated really well, it puts another light on things. It can really help in negotiating too. If a buyer thinks that, listen, these people have got to make that payment each month, they got to be, you know, stressing out, we're going to really take advantage of them. If it's staged well, it makes it look like, listen, we're doing fine here, you know, we've got this thing looking beautiful, we're just going to wait for the right buyer.
Well, and I would think that the price of staging is well worth, you know, good money spent.
I think so. Yeah. I really do. If we ever come across vacant houses, I always recommend that we get them staged and make them look as good as they possibly can. So for this week's featured home, we're going to go down to Utah County Parade of Homes, and I've got Matt Yates with Highland Custom Homes. Matt, absolutely spectacular home, obviously. And I know they give away some awards and stuff, and this one won a big award. Tell me what that is.
Yes, Jay, we were fortunate to receive the Judge's Choice Award, which is first place for the Parade of Homes.
And I can tell why. Now tell me a little bit about that courtyard, because it's very, very unique.
Yeah, this courtyard, the walls on the courtyard actually at nighttime light up in fire. There's kind of a fire ring that surrounds the courtyard, and then we have the feature of the water fountain right in the middle. It kind of brings that really neat element and a spectacular entry to the home.
Yeah, it came across great. So I know is builders go to build these homes for the parade. Sometimes they'll be building them for a buyer, which you'll have insight, and then sometimes the builder's building this for their own style and design. What was this particular one?
Yeah, this home was actually built as a model home for our company. This is something that we wanted to showcase as a spec home and show kind of some of the trending designs and things within our industry and be real hands-on as a builder and showcase some of the things that we feel that we're do really well at.
Yeah, and it came across wonderfully. I love your design here in the kitchen. You kind of went with a kind of a French country with a kind of a modern style. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's an elegant home from the outside, but from the inside we wanted kind of that contemporary modern industrial look, and so we have the black iron pipe shelving, we have a handmade range hood, and then, you know, even the lights, the metal lights, as well as a television that we put over the range as well.
Yeah. Headed into the master bedroom, a spectacular, very elegant look here. Tell me what your ideas were.
Well, we wanted a grand master suite off to the side of the home, so we have the double door entry into the master suite with 16-foot ceilings. We have a triple tray ceiling with all the finish work and wood walls around the fireplace. And then going into the bathroom, we actually have an elevated soaker tub that has a double dome ceiling with chandeliers.
Yeah, that came across great. Tell me about that ceiling, because it's very unique. Where did you come up with that idea?
You know, actually, my wife and I stayed at a high-end hotel in Las Vegas, and they had that same feature. And so we came back, and with our framers, took about a week to figure out how to do that, and then how to have it hand-painted so it would be similar to what we enjoyed when we were in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and it came across great. In the master shower, couldn't help but notice, but you got a TV in there. How does that get done?
We do. We were able to, from the back side of the wall, we were behind the vanity in the master closet. We were able to recess and waterproof a 42-inch television, so you can either read your emails in the shower or watch a good game.
Yeah, it came across great. I love the style. That's the entry right there. Tell me a little bit about the ceiling work.
Yeah, the finish work in the home is 3 different types of wood, as well as its paint grade and stain grade. Our finish carpenter did a fantastic job on the home. The individual pieces there that you see on the wall were all hand cut and installed and did a fantastic job.
Can't help but notice the secret room, which is electric. I've never seen that before. Tell me what you had in mind.
Yeah, we actually use a mechanism that's similar to like a handicap door at a store, where it's a push button. It's hidden under the shelf, and it goes into a hidden office on the 3rd floor there.
Very cool. Okay, so in the down here in the basement, obviously you did some really cool designs and really kind of a bold feel. What were you thinking?
Yeah, this is kind of the man cave part of the home, and so we wanted to bring the elements of the metal back into this area. We wrapped the fireplace in sheet metal. We have aluminum ceilings over the pool table billiards area, as well as the exposed beams in the home theater room.
Yeah, it came across great. Obviously, stepping into the backyard, your landscaper really did an exceptional job. Tell me what the kind of style design here.
You know, what we wanted to go there was kind of a fairy tale look as they come over the bridge and into the fire pit area. And
yeah, that came across great. So if somebody wanted to reach you, wanted to talk about building, what would be the best way to contact you?
They could reach us online at highlandcustomhomes.com or over the phone at 801-787-5401.
This time of year always reminds me of one of the principles our country was founded on, and that's home ownership. And so from my family to yours, happy 4th of July.